Steam? Twitch. I don't know what's going on. Oh my goodness. There I am. Hello me on Twitch. Yeah, someone said we gotta do some game dev today. Oh, better calm down with using the term game though. We're in the web world. Oh god. Right. What was I doing? I've done that. I've done ECS stuff. Done all that stuff. The BK9K, as Kate so lovingly called it. Right. I've had a load of issues. Well, they're not issues, they're enhancements. That's the name of it. Not a bug. It's a feature. Not a bug. Whoa, funny myself. Goodness. Right. I don't know what to bite off first, to be honest. Let's crack open Visual Studio. Visual Studio 2019 2. Because having one of them's not enough. You have two of them. Come on, Visual Studio. Sometime today, please. There we go. I could have sworn I clicked on it. Yeah, so, right. So, at the moment, Thank you, Visual Studio. We have a basic, like, it'll just play out a game. Now, it's not a real game. It's like a slice of a game, at best. Let's have a little look-see. Because I can't entirely remember what was happening. I'm sure we got the grid. We got the people. They fight. You either win or lose. So we need to, if we take a step back, we need to have a splash screen or something, which is the main menu. We need to have an initiative order. We're gonna need to have actual levels so that it spawns in enemies, and you can go to new levels. You're gonna need to you'll be able to click on people and see stats about them, things. Because we're going to ultimately start putting in cards and things. So you can apply cards to people, which will apply effects and things. So there's a lot of stuff to do. It's just which is the easiest one to do. And for now, I'm thinking the easiest one is probably going to be having a main menu, which just loads up this. At least then when you start, it's going to be, hey, there's a main menu into the level. Because we've got the level loader, wherever that is. Somewhere here. Level... Grid setup system. No. Level and check. Unit setup system. So this one effectively sets up the units. But this one could really just become a level setup system. Because really its job is to set up the units within the level. And at the moment it's hard-coded. It's hard-coded, so we've always got Gooch and Kate and enemy persons, and that will remain semi-hard-coded for the immediate future. But enemies we want to be a bit more dynamic. So yeah. Anyway, let's get on with just making a So at the moment, index is where things come in, and as it now, it's not really doing that much. I mean, it's kind of bootstrapping the ECS application, and off it goes. But we want to add a, let's copy this, paste it, and we'll call this one, in-game, and this index will just become let's be the main menu, and in-game will become the actual in-game bit. So on here, what do we need? We're going to need a, battle kill, no, I can't believe it's called that. Battle kill 9000. Get rid of all this stuff. Don't need any of that anymore. We're done. We're done with that. Right. Bin off all this. We don't need any of that at the moment. Goodbye. In the bin. In the bin. Yeah, don't care. Don't care. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bin off all of this. There we go. So. And this one, the page for this is going to be in-game. In-game maybe I should call it. No, we'll just call it in-game. That's fine for now. We can always rename them. That's the joy of refactoring. The joy of refactoring. Maybe we should have a show like that, like Bob Ross. No. So if we live now, we should just show Battlekill 9000. I mean, it's gonna be fairly rubbish-like, but it's there. Right, where am I going? I want. Is that the one I want? No, it's this. No. Too many windows. Oh my god, where is things? There we go. Right, that's the incognito one. Pop that over here. Here, Battle Net. There we go. What a strong main menu there. Let's just go to Bulma because I don't retain information. There's no point retaining information when it can just be found on the internet. So let's go for a hero layout. Little hero layout. Danger. No. Look at that full screen hero. Yes, that's what we want. Full screen, right into my faces. It's ironic that they're a design focused library, and they've got this horrible things you can't copy and paste on the left. Anyway, let's get back to this. So this we have a div there to contain stuff. So actually, we can get rid of the div because there's a section to contain it. Oops. Go back to there. Yeah. So the title's going to be Battle Kill. I mean, this is just a working title. You couldn't call a game this really. Auto battling RPG thing. There we go. Let's just run that now. Let's see what it looks like. That's not where I parked my car. Let's Control F5. No, that's one with WASM. You gotta recompile it. Discombobulate the DLLs. Right, let's get this. Going. Oh, what? Where the margins come from? Yeah. Ah, horrible. Absolutely disgusting. Thoroughly dislike that. Right, let me have a look at the bit above. I can't remember what loads what. Who knows anymore? Just so many files. Right, it's gonna be index. Come in the index. Yeah, body loads that. Yeah, cool. No, yeah, it's gonna be layout, isn't it? Layout. Main layout. Oh, it's already in the hero body. Okay, we're already in the hero body. Interesting. We probably shouldn't be in a hero body. It seems a bit pointless. We'll keep that there. Why not? Oh no, actually no. Maybe a maverick. Bye bye. Maybe in a div. Just the lone div. Like I don't know. Like Chris Redfield in the Resident Evil mansion. There we go. Whack the body there. No, I've got to recompile it. What a clown. Don't trust anything I say. I don't know what I'm doing. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Auto battling RPG thing. I mean, maybe we could do being in the center. Who knows? Let's work on that. That'll be the hardest thing that we do today. Can guarantee you. Has text centered. Has text. No. Oh, that's it. Visual Studio blowing a gasket there. Well done. Has text centered. I think that's it. I think. No, that's not the right one. There we go. I mean, to be honest, I can just kind of go in here and just mess around. This is another good thing. Where in the web world, you can just crack stuff open, just mess around with it. In Unity, it's not as easy. I mean, you can to some extent. Change the scene objects in runtime and stuff. I mean, people don't lose their minds over that too much, but that's no. But that does do text line center there. Right, so let's take this. Let's try and bung that up a layer. Bubble it up. No. Why you gotta be like that? That's interesting. It's not taking the full thing there. Anyway, I'm not too fussed. I'll just leave it where it is. If it doesn't want to align in the center, like a sensible thing, we'll just leave it there. But I do need a link beneath it, so we need to add a little button to start the game. Div. Actually, we can just have a huge button. Just like a huge button there. What could go wrong? class equals button. I'm just gonna leave it as default. Okay, we'll have a load game later once we've got loading and saving. All right, let's re-energize there. Put the flux capacitor loading. Okay. You know what, it does kind of look like it needs to be in the center though. It looks a bit daft. Bit daft. Why do you do that? Why do you have this crazy bit to the right? I mean, just go in the center, mate. Maybe it's because it's flexed. It's flexed. Maybe if I go back to my buddy Bulmar over here, they'll tell me. Oh, there we go. There we go. Title, subtitle in the middle. What do you want for that? Yeah. Is that the one? Yeah. Title. Oh, they put it in a container. They put it in a container, and they have a Aztec Center. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, there we go. Plop that there. Ooh. And this bit, let me just quickly see how Blazor does the linking, because I can never remember. And yeah, this is how real devs work. We don't remember things. We just Google them. Who would have thought it'd be that hard to find? Like, just you would have thought the first match would have been. Here's how to do it. Is that it? Seems okay. By that then. href equals in game. Nope. That's certainly not what I wanted. In game. Make it happen. And go again. Well, this is happy music. There we go, we got it in the middle. Okay. And there we go. And delightfully loads in there. Now, one thing I do want to try and do is get the state persisting. So I kind of want, when the game starts, which will be actually in the main menu now, I want it to effectively start the game state. So what's in the level, that doesn't matter too much. But do we need that now? No, we probably won't need that until we save and load things. In Blazor Blazerland, we can just save to local storage on the hard drive. I mean, in the real world, you'd be saving to a file or something. An encrypted super file. I don't know. Yeah, right, so we're also going to need to add a button there or something to go back. And get rid of battle grid. We know it's the battle grid. We don't need to see that anymore. And we also probably need the hero body on the other bit. Let's just write it. Where was it? It was. We don't even need the hero body on the other one. No, don't need it. Let's just call it container. Don't even need a title. In the bin. Combat log, we'll probably move that in a bit. Congratulations, you won. You died, right. So if you die, we want a button to take you back to the main page. So href equals that, and class equals button. Do main menu. I mean, we could just have a button which restarts. You could do. Doesn't really matter. Oh, before I forget as well, I've got to quickly send something to the Maz. Tales from Another World. Oh, where's the chat? There we go. Right, let me just do some copy and pasting. Strategic copy and pasting. Copy link. There we go. Oh, damn. Press the wrong button again. Well, that should be okay. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, you just have to bear with me. Well, you don't have to bear with me. I mean, there's no rule saying you have to. But I'll be... One more minute. 1 minute while I send these to Mez. He'll get a little chuckle out of these. And the last one. There we go. There we go. I'm focused now. Back focused on Battlekill 9K. Yeah, let's speed this up. And also, we could ideally do with speeding things up. At the moment, because it's all just been a... We're kind of doing it organically. As we come to a bit, we'll add the functionality in, which is cool, but we kind of want to speed this stuff up because it takes forever. And when we're debugging, we don't care. Main menu. Start game. Oh, interesting. When we go back to start game. Oh. Yeah, blow up. Right, so state is persisting between things then. Okay, yes, that's fine. That is perfectly fine. We so we do have to, as it turns out, deal with the initialization of the game. Because if we keep trying, basically what's happening is every time that it tries to load up the game, it's trying to reinitialize everything. It wasn't too bad before because we only had one page, and we go to that page and then we close the browser down, or we'd refresh. But now that's not the case. So what's the best way to do this? I'm thinking they'll probably best to just make the application actually create it in another area. Or maybe create the application ahead of time. No, actually no, the game app could live within here. Oh, we do need world, don't we? Do we inject world anywhere? No, we don't. The problem is all the stuff is loaded through game application. So yeah, let's create the game application in the other bit. Let's inject in the container. And go to index. Right, so inject in the container. Yeah, fine. Yes, that one. Go to this one. Not that one. Yep, that's fine. Make the application. Then we want the this bit here. Don't care about those bits. Those aren't going to happen. Neither's the start. Will it? Will the start application happen here? Start application though. Oh goodness, I don't want to go there. No, I know what happens in there. This one will good. Right, so we don't actually want to publish the loading, the level loading event now. We want to set up everything though. Yeah, and the world is going to be what's transient. That makes sense. So we could have a I mean, we can just save this. We can just share this application between everything, really. I'll just publish level loading event 1 on the actual in-game bit. Yes, that's fine. That seems reasonable. We'll inject in the game application. Let's inject that in. Full game map. Then within here, we don't need to write any of that because that's already done for us. We do need to subscribe to that. And we do need to do... So once that's all subscribed... Oh, we will need the events injected in. Oh, no, we don't. We don't. We can get that off the game app. Game app dot events. There we go. Let's get loaded at the level 1, which is fine. That should be exactly what we've already got. Do all that stuff. When this is disposed, get rid of that. Go back to the other page. That should hopefully fix that, right? Who knows? Let's have a look. Our game. It's interesting. Oh yeah, that's fine. That's fine. It's me being a total idiot there. It's on the index. Actually, let me see if I can. Actually, no, that'll be a bit too sketchy. Let's not bother doing that. What's the syntax? It's not bind, is it? Register. Right, we'll register application. Let me just have a look at the documentation. There we go. So this is dry IOC. I quite like this music. That's the Git I don't there. Yeah, that one. Documentation. Registering result. Registering register a constant. What is the constant? They call it const. They might call it something else. It's resolving. There's only a register delegate. Oh, you know what? I've actually already done this code. Let me just quickly nip into the let me just do it in a web browser. ECS right. And the drive's the one within here. There we go. This already has the code for that. So if I go down to here, continue, use instant. There we go, that's what we want. Use instant. No, not like that. No. No. Oh yes, it was. I've already registered. Oh no, we don't actually want that. If already registered. E. Yeah. For me. What? Find that out. What's on here? Oh, yes, okay. We'll call it that explicitly here. Oh, I just need the game. Okay. Can I just put that in directly? Type instant. Yes, instant. I just tried the instant. Look the type of off there. Right, and actually, I'm only going to want to do this if it's not already. Actually, I need to check here. So you can say dot as instant is registered. Type of game application. If it's not registered, sorry, if it is registered, don't do anything. Return. If it's not registered, go from register it. And that way it'll go, oh, yeah, we have already got this. We don't need to do it again. And off we go then. Happy days. Which there is a registered one of game application. What's your problem? Well, you know what? Let's do this at the root level then. And we just inject this into here as well. Actually, that's probably a better approach because then we don't need to worry about it. Okay. So you know what? We don't even need that there then, because we can access the thingy. So let me go back to that singleton, and it's going to be game app. Equals new game application. Yeah, container. Wait, so before we go to that, if we go down to here. Stop debugging. Right, so add the game container. Sorry, add the game application. Add a singleton there. Which is the implementation instance of game app. That's cool. Add that in. So now we have that in there. And do you want to resolve another? Yeah, we may as well do actually. We may as well do game app. Application. That'll at least warm everything up while it's starting to do on the website. Because nothing actually starts on the level until we actually hit the level function, wherever that was. Because we don't need that, don't need that. Bin that off, don't need that anymore. Don't even need to inject that. I mean, actually saying that, we'll leave that there just because we actually... we don't need it. At some point, we might actually want to load state here, but really, probably when we load state, we'll transfer to a load state page, which will inject in what it needs, do the load state, and then forward you onto the right level. That's right. So, it's effectively a simple auto builder with some card mechanics, based around the notion of you go through levels, you kill some stuff, you people level up, you get random cards to apply to them. I mean, I've only this way like 7 hours in or something on this, and most of that's me just waffling on. But yeah, so it looks rubbish because the whole point of this was we're having discussions around view separation, and a lot of people don't really know that much about view separation. So I'm being really contrived here and going, you know what? I'm going to make a game, just game logic there, types and models and stuff. And I'm going to make the game run. It's got an ECS framework. It's got an ECS framework. There's a game loop, but it's running through an actual website hosted on Blazor. So Blazor kind of takes C#, bungs it in a WASM format, which browsers know about. In fact, runs it like a DLL in the browser. Because I'm not sure if you know Unity or Monogame or any other engine, but when you try to iterate in Unity or Monogame or whatever, there's a lot of effort with kind of putting sprites there, transition, and making UI bits. Whereas with the web, it's pretty simple. You just throw some HTML on the page with CSS and off you go. So that's why I'm using this as kind of like a, hey, look, we forget about the view layer. So that's the game of the moment. It looks horrible. Looks absolutely horrible. But it functions. You know, people are getting attacked, they're fighting. They're gonna lose in a minute. And then hopefully if I've done stuff right, I'll be able to go back to the main menu and restart. And then we can take that issue off and probably look at making the levels more dynamic. Yeah, there we go. Can I go back? Ah, see, state needs to be restored. That's fine, that's fine. But that's effectively what we're making. It's because I saw somebody on Reddit making a little auto battler, and I didn't even know that was a thing. I was like, oh, that looks pretty cool. That's a good example of a game that I can write in a really contrived way using HTML stuff. And yeah, it looked pretty good. So eventually we'll get into Unity. There's a repo for it somewhere. Let me find the repo, because it says on the repo what battle kill 9,000. There we go. There's a write the framework and game code in C#. Alright, whatever. Keep writing rubbish functional web bits to show it working. Move to OpenRPG, we've put OpenRPG in. Move to ECSRX, we've put ECSRX in. OpenRPG is kind of like an open source framework for RPG-ish stuff. So it comes with like characters, stats, effect, requirements, things like that. ECSRX is just an ECS system which uses RX under the hood for scheduling. Yeah, so end up with a functional game. Rubbish, but functional one. And then move to Unity and make it look pretty. Score. That's a shame. I've never played Auto Battlers. A friend of mine, the Gooch, who often streams when I'm shooting, he plays a lot of like those ones where he just puts them on the phone, they play themselves. But this is it's not 100% like play yourself. But that's not what I want from it. I kind of want it so that you kind of just, you can leave them to play, but you can pause and like go, oh, I want to apply these cards to that thing. But yeah, I mean, as I said, this has probably been I think like the third or fourth stream in this, and it's like 2 hours a piece. So we're not that far in on this journey really. But the main things that I'm trying to highlight are, we could bin off the web layer. Most of the actual, like, before we even touch the web, assume the web doesn't exist. And that web could be Unity, it could be monogame. Assume that doesn't exist. We've still got something which can set up the levels. It can execute rounds. It can check if the level's ended. It can set up the grid. So all these things are still there. They're still... They're so portable that we could just lob this. The idea is that once we've made the web game, we just basically bin off that, load it in Unity, and off you go. You still got the whole game logic there. You're just not tied to the specific thing. Because a lot of time people go, oh, well, I'm just going to throw stuff in the game object. Stuff, the mono behaviors, and make some scriptable objects to bring my data in. And yeah, that's fine. But it if you know how to code, you can make things a lot simpler for yourself. And also I can make unit tests. I can make tests for all these things to prove they work. I haven't because I'm lazy, but I could do. Right, so the game state wasn't getting reset on the where's the actual thing? The in-game one. I published that one. Level loading. Cool. Okay, please, that's changed. Yeah. Oh, like, it's gonna get the world from there. Actually, I'm gonna want to null out the world. Am I? Oh, let me check what the... I don't need the world in there. No, don't need the world. Yes, I will. I could resolve it elsewhere. Because yeah, it's just a new world. I don't think... Does it depend on anything? No, it doesn't. I could just new the world up for now. Like all good codes, I'll comment that out rather than actually delete it. Because I might end up going, you know what? Maybe I should have that in there. Let's hop back to this page, and for now, we will make that get with a predefined variable of new world. And again, the world might end up getting stuff injected in later. But, yeah. No. I mean, I'm not that fussed about the MVC part. If anything, it'd be more close to MVVM at the moment. But it's more a case of, so let's forget about the web tech, right? Let's say that you and me, we decide, hey, we want to make a grid-based autobattler. Well, forget the view layer. We're gonna need units. They're gonna be the things on the game board. So we can model a unit in C#. And then let's say we go, well, actually, we need notion of a grid. So we've got grid squares. We've got that in C#. We don't need a view for it. We know what that's gonna look like from the data perspective. And then, well, maybe we're gonna need equipment. Maybe we're gonna need effects and things. A lot of that stuff's brought in through OpenRPG, but it used to be in here. Well, we're gonna need classes and races. Well, we've got that. We got that data. We don't need a view layer at this point. Oh, but we're gonna need to load a level. That's fine. We'll just have a load level set up. If we look, we react to level loading event, and the same on this one. Level loading event, load the grid, load the units. At the moment, doesn't matter what pattern we use on the view layer. I mean, we don't even need a view layer. This could literally be a console app. But the point is, I'm making the game mechanics first to highlight any problems in, like, it kind of forces you to decide the game design aspects early on. Because at the moment, I mean, it's completely different. If like I was making Assassin's Creed or a physics-driven game, I would have to be thinking more about the view layer. But for a lot of games that we see these days, you can think about the game mechanics and the game design stuff just purely in units of code. And how you express them and how they all link together. So it's all separated out and that sort of stuff. So yeah, I mean, there will be some element of design patterns in the front end. But really at the moment, it's probably just like MVVM binding. Although Blazor kind of blurs those lines a bit. Wait, did I think I did. The in-game razor. Because I'm in quite a few Discord, general game dev communities and normal dev communities, and quite often that this discussion always comes up. I mean, it came up that often that I wrote an ebook on the subject. It's only a partial ebook, but even so, it happens that often on like, oh, how do we use inversion control and dependency injection, and how do we separate things from our view? Because it's all well and good saying, oh, we'll just do view separation, but yeah, oh, actually no, that world is going to need to be on the thing because these systems use it, and they're going to need to get it injected. Are they injecting it? No, not that one. World code. Yes, that's injected the world in. Okay. That is going to need that. 1 second. That doesn't make sense. This will often happen. I'll do something and I'll be like, what? How did I do that? Right, so let's just add a method on the world to clean. We can only always start this up later, but effectively let's just grid.clear. Clear. Oh no, it's gonna be that enumerable. Ugh. For saying that, I think the systems actually overwrite them. The grid will grid it. Yes, that should overwrite that. Unit, what's that one do? Yeah, world units equal that. That should overwrite those bits. Oh yeah, I shouldn't actually need to clean that because it just has a transient state. I should move those bits. That's fine. Let's move back to the game application then. And then, if you know what shortcuts I'm doing and stuff, I've got resharper, so that's kind of giving me some stuff. Yeah, well, I mean, there's always going to be that cutoff. Like game mechanics, you can unit test them and integration test them or whatever level of testing you want. Like, again, depending on how separated out you are. So if I go to ECSRX, for example. So this is kind of provided for us as the basic underlying framework. If I go to here, there's a load of tests for this. So this stuff's pre-tested because it's all just C#. So we can kind of rely on that. But for our bits within here where we're implementing them, we haven't got any tests. But I could do. I could do. But for the 3D stuff, like you say, it is a bit more difficult. But then it becomes more difficult to make worthwhile tests the higher you go up. Because, like, when you try to test in 3D, well, what are you trying to test? I mean, you test that the collision happens, but are you testing the physics system then? Are you testing that you've configured the physics system correctly? In which case, more you're just going to be checking the metadata of, let's say, a game object if you look in Unity. So it swings and roundabouts. While I do advocate testing, there's a time and a place for it. And in game dev, the more you're in the game engine, well, the game simulation layer, it's a lot harder to make worthwhile tests and maintain them as well. Right, game application, yes. Keep that there. We'll resolve that. Go back to the where for goodness sake, too many files now. In-game razor. That's fine. That's fine how it was. Game up world. Right. I think I know the problem here. Yep, that's going to go off asynchronously and do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a game up dot. Actually, we'll just have an is loaded. That'll work for now. And yeah, I'm not against making quick hacks just to get stuff working. We can always, as long as you know it's a hack, you can come back and fix it later. There's no problems there. If it's loaded, we'll do all this stuff. If not, don't. Problem is, I don't like the many indentations that we're going to end up having now. We can't have everything. I shouldn't even want that. I want that. That can be in there as well. I don't even need the else, really. And we'll just do a task.delay. Give it like 100 milliseconds to set up then. That. Now, you might be thinking, well, why are you doing that? That seems really sketchy. And it is. But the thing is here that, oh no, I don't need that. Oh, I just need an await. Await. And then is load equals true. Now, the reason why I'm doing it that way is because that kind of buys me time to solve the problem with the unit system and the grid system both working together to create the world. So I can't say, well, if the grid system's done, we're finished. Because I also need to make sure, is the unit system done as well? I mean, I could put a check at the end of here and go, oh, actually, is the grid's done in the world? And then if the grid's done, yeah, I can say it's done. But really, I might have to find a better solution to that problem. But I'm deferring that. I don't want to make that decision yet. Okay, let's stop. Restart that. Because I just want to get the core stuff done. Once the core stuff's done, I can worry about the faffy bits and the more game designy aspect. Right, it's downloaded that. Cool. Go on. I'm going to need to add the speed up bit. It takes forever, doesn't it? Because at the moment it basically takes a turn every second. Whereas I can change that amount. So it might be best for me to just say, hey, you know what, actually, it's going to be a lot quicker. No, that should not be there. Why? If I refresh here, it should blow up as well. It doesn't blow up. Oh yeah, that's because we load the thing in the other layer. Yeah, that makes sense. Anyway, why? Why does that not work? Because the publisher's going to go through, that's going to completely blat all the that is going to go through here and it's go, yep, we're going to reset the unit. That's going to be a new set of units. Oh, maybe right, okay, maybe I need to do a Where's the page? I can't. Goodness sake. I need to pin this. Pinned. I need to have status changed. That'll probably be what it is. Because Blazer probably doesn't understand that I've changed the world. So it's like, whoa, what's going on? I mean, you wouldn't have to really worry about this too much in modern gaming Unity, because really, your program's just running in memory. I mean, the same could be said of this, really. Because the webby bits are constantly flipping between pages. Oh, goodness sake. The next thing I do, I promise, is going to be the speeding up of stuff. No, why not? No errors? Why you gotta be like that? Hey, let's do the speed up, because that's doing my head in. Right, so let's add a game config. No, we want the notion of game variables, but not game state. What's your game config will do for now? Alright, so in the game configuration, we're gonna want do I actually have? Yeah, I should have game speed as a float. That's pretty much all we need now for now. Go to game application, and within here, we're going to want to resolve a game configuration as well. Game? No. Oh, there we go. Right, so we got that bit. That will resolve that by default. And I just want this big F there as well, actually. No, and then go back to that. Okay, that's fine. Now, on the in-game bit, let's make a component for game speed. Right, does Bulma provide a slider? Because that'll save me having to actually implement one myself. Progress files. Can I alter it? No. You know, maybe I can do it as a button. I can do like one of those fancy buttons where it's actually like all joined together. No. That's what I want. That's what I want. Yes, this. Button add-ons, right, okay. Copy that. So we want have add-ons, yes, whatever. What icons do I want? Let's go to Font Awesome. See what icons we have. You know, I want the icons because otherwise it's going to take me to the stupid page. Speed. Ah. Oh, there we go. Yeah, fast forward. Oh, maybe it's the plays. Play. We want play with multiple plays. Play. Well, you know what, that'll do for now. It doesn't matter if they're all the same icon. FA play. Files FA. Files FA. That should be enough. Right, and then I want it so that when a button is clicked, what's the on-click thing in clicking a button? Where's the I'm that lazy, I just want it to show me the syntax. Show me, there we go, app on click. App on click. And just to confirm that doesn't send in the argument, does it? No, it doesn't. But I can do that here actually. If I do that, the game speed. And oh yes, maybe we should add a type here for game speeds. Yeah, actually I'll put that in there. And we'll have a types in here as well. Types. And then 4 times. And this way, somebody could inherit from this and add more on if they wanted to. 4. Change that namespace. We'll go to there, and we can go to here now and do. No, no. Okay, so we'll set that to default, and then in here, wherever the component was. And you know, we'll just call this game speed. We don't need the slider because it's no longer a slider. It's some buttons. No. Speed type. That's default. Yeah. Then this way, we only need one actual handler, which will be the. What's that? Actually, can I get method? Oh, look at that. Delightful. Right, so then this goes to. We need to inject the world in. Oh, wait, no. Now I understand why everything was going to shit before. Oh my goodness, right, okay. Okay. Right. So the problem, I think, a bit was I need the. Let's just go back to the game application. That's where the root of all our problems are going to come from. Let's pin this as well, because we're going through this a lot. Can I change the colours on these? No, that'd be far too sensible. Right, so Whatever overrides do we have? Override. So we don't have a world there, so that's going to resolve that world, but it's always just going to resolve its transients. So we want to actually bind that as. Let's go to the game model, because the game, the modules might actually do this for me. It's binding a world. It's not binding, is it? Oh, maybe this is a defect with the actual injector. As it comes in, what's that? It goes, are you singleton? Yeah, use singleton. Otherwise, you use transient. Is that singleton a? Because I might have to do a quick fix here if that's the case. The amount of times I'm like, oh, just get a crack open that open source library and do a little fixie on that. Right. Rider dry OC. Yeah. Oh. Right, so we go to here. Is that annullable? No, it's not. I'm pretty sure it defaults to a true. No, maybe not. Okay. Well, let's explicitly set that then. That's a nose problem then. I think it probably should just default to singleton there. Because I'm sure it does in the other ones. Let me have a look at the. Let me have a quick look in. Which one? That one. You know, I haven't had breakfast yet. It's gonna be lunchtime soon. I might as well just wait for lunch. Right, where's the abstraction for dependency injection? Yeah, I always want that to be true. So I'm gonna leave that. I want that to always be true to start with. I was saying it says that's true anyway. Okay, so it should be saying as a singleton. It's nonsense that. Yes, these all should be coming through as singleton. Should be able to resolve on the world. Maybe I'm wrong then. Maybe I'm wrong. I thought that the problem was that the world, when it's trying to yeah. I thought that maybe when it was trying to resolve the world wasn't actually. I need to add that into the game module as well. But maybe it wasn't getting. I thought it was transient, which was why the bits which were loading the stuff were going into a different instance to the world that we were being shown. Yeah, let's do it in the world. World. No, it's not that. It's not that. It's game configuration. Idiot. Oh no, YouTube's like, you there? You there, mate? Mate. Game speed equals new. And we should probably also raise an event here as well, which means we're going to need the event thing. That should be a capital T. And events dot publish. And we'll have an event for game speed changed. I mean, we might end up cutting down on some of these events because we're getting more and more events as we go through, which I'm kind of on the fence with that, but we'll see. Actually, we could possibly. Oh, you know what? Let's. Should we? Oh no. No, 'cause in the utility, that's gonna shit the bed. Doesn't matter. Because we do have the notion of reactive. Reactive. Actually, no, it should work fine because it'll use our version. So let me just have a quick look again in music. I am, but give me. I want. Oh, actually, no, I like a bit of cider. You can say that for a bit of cider. Um, that's it. Clown music. We're a total clown. VCSR. That's all. Right, within here we've got the notion of reactive properties, which are cool and good. But yes, within reactive data, so that shouldn't have any problems. Oh, but wait there. This does require system.collection. Yeah, I can do. Maybe I should. Maybe this should be the. Fuck it, let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, can make a reactive property. They said it couldn't be done, and I said, well, let me tell you, it can be. I don't need the event system because it's going to be an implicit event itself. Game configuration. Oh, but that's going to need to be disposed and stuff. Yeah, I'm going. I'm going back. I don't want to do that anymore. I've seen the error of my ways. That was fine. I could make it all disposable. It's fine, but I'm gonna make it more complex than it needs to be. I can always move these into reactive variables later, depending on the view layer and stuff. Because it'd probably be better for me to make a reactive game configuration. I can just go, the game configuration's changed, rather than each bit. So actually, let's go for. So if I do game configuration change, that's more of a catch-all. And while we could be like, oh, well, you know what? Maybe this is going to trigger events that don't need to be triggered. Like, it might start trying to refresh stuff that doesn't need to be triggered. I'm not the first at the moment. You can probably count the shits I give on that on one hand. Right, so that there, good times. Now we got to in here. We have another event that we want to subscribe to, which is actually going to be on the receive game configuration changed. I'm just going to change this to actually that's an object. Will that still work? Yeah. Actually, this doesn't even need. Oh yeah. No, we'll need to know. Yeah, I mean, let's just call out refresh state anyway, because that's really all it does. But yeah, just realize I don't need to factor that in because it's a reference type, and the other bits which are going to be using that would go, oh, I've already got the reference to that. This is fine, but it's no harm in the event game raised anyway, I think. So. And I also need to highlight them based on which one was selected. Unless it does that for me. Let's bring the button in the end. And I don't need these loaded, because it... Do I? Maybe I do need these loaded. And let's have it above here. Of the, what was it called? The games... Rubbish... of components. What's your problem there? Perfectly. Oh, actually, saying that this probably needs to know about for now we don't care because this is gonna be the only place where you said it right now. Right. So the game speed bit's there. It's already pulled into the imports because we've got the component bit. Don't need that using. Shut up. You don't know what you're on about, Blazer. The build succeeded. But yeah, there's an error. I mean, you can't trust the compiler. If you can't trust the compiler, what can you trust? Let's run it. Now, the game speed actually won't change at the moment, because although we've got the front-end viewy bit there, we haven't hooked that variable into anything. And we can't see that bit anywhere. That wonderful button thing that should be displayed somewhere. Just simply not displayed, that's rubbish. Why are you not displaying? Actually, the game speed probably wants to be within that. Let's go for a div down here. That should probably be a container, thinking about it. Container. Oh, but it's actually... maybe it should be a section, I don't know. Let's try that. Where is it? Oh my god. Just show me the button. Not even there. I think the compiler's just shit the bed or something. It doesn't know what's happening. It still thinks there's an error. Bye bye Visual Studio. Bye bye. Let's load it back up now. Visual Studio 2019-2. Which isn't a new version. It's just for some reason it seems to think I've got it installed twice. I obviously haven't. Obviously haven't. Let's build. Yeah, that can also just be a thingy. You're saying the unit avatar's wrong now as well. I don't want to give you feedback resharper. Can you just go back in your box now, please? It knows that that's one. I'm not putting that in here anywhere. Oh, wait. Wait, does it have a... No, it doesn't have any silly things behind it. Like code behinds. Let's just clean. Rebuild. Because it does actually rebuild a load of stuff behind things what it used to. Why do I need to get the E thing? It's already there. Components, it's right there. Stupid thing. Well, now it's decided it knows. Now it's gone, yeah, I'm okay with this now. You cannot trust this tool. My goodness. We should see that now. Let's run it, see what happens. Because I want to see that bit actually there, functional. And then I can hook it into stuff. No, it's... Oh my goodness, what is wrong with you? Control F5. I mean, how stupid is this? No, what? Don't know if you saw. Game speed, why? 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 Game speed, is that how I've... Oh, maybe I've done it with a lowercase s. No, game speed, literally the same. Like unit avatar. Oh my god. You know, let's pass in the thing configuration from here. I mean, the amount of null reference exceptions and stuff I get, it doesn't fill me with confidence. Okay, that. What? What do you mean? Oh my god. Let me check the docs, just in case I'm doing something totally stupid here. Blazor, use component. Don't want Telerik, don't want all this stuff, don't want the Microsoft doc. That's rubbish, creating a component, there we go. This is a component, that's right. Oh. No, we don't want that. Yeah, we have that. Cascaded in. Don't need it. Apparently we do, Blazor, you pile of crap. Right there. Maybe it's because I need the app. Okay, man. There we go. Being configured. Right, so this way we don't actually need to inject that in. We can just go with and what do we? There's a attribute we put on. I can't remember what it is. Let's go to the unit avatar. That'll tell me. Parameter. That's the one. There we go. Oh yeah, it needs to be properly. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that. I'm just that enraged by it now. I don't trust a thing it says. Oh, I definitely. What is wrong with it? It is total garbage. I'm lost for words. Let me go check the internet. Let's go down to virtual solution stuff. Closing the component file. Oh no. Close that then. See what happens. Yeah, I want to stop debugging. I want to throw this out of a window. You know, because it's taking that long, I'm just gonna add the bit into it. So if I go to the systems, and round execution system. Round trigger time. Well, that's a cont. Well, yeah, we can keep round trigger time the same, but we will divide it by Um, no, because this should just be the default sort of timing. So this is what we're scaling it by. The round time scale, that's what we can call that. So then we'll have actually maybe we should do it the other way around. Maybe these ones have to be 0.1, that'll be 0.5. And that will be 0.25. Then all we do is just go equals scale time times. We also want the game configuration. That via the constructor. No, no, what are you doing? Stop. Stop. That's what we want. No, you stupid thing. Stupid. Configuration games. There we go. There needs to be a. Yeah, let's just round that up then. So we're just going to scale it by that. And then where we've got the round time scale. Round time delay, round time delay. Then that way we can kind of just go, oh, scale the time quicker. Off you go. Poof, poof, poof. I mean, there is a potential here for exploitation. Because if you look, you could go, well, you know what? Let's say we're waiting a second. And we've got almost a second in the bank. And then we put the time delay down. And it was, okay, do a round. But then, and it's going to take off the round time delay. But then we quickly pump it back up. By the time we come back round, well, actually no, it should be fine because it's going to process that bit before it comes back round, and that should refresh. Yeah, we might be okay actually. Let's put that next to that because that's just going to be a computed effectively, a computed value. Okay, so now we can scale it. It's not going to display the control because it seems to be a bag of garbage. But if it were to display the control, that would be divine. Why? It recognizes the rest of it. It recognizes the unit avatars. What is different between those two? There's no extra. Don't need. No. For God's sake, just remove the bit. That's obviously a component. And that one's obviously a component. Why you gotta be like this, please? Right, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna where is the own containing folder? Yeah, get rid of the obs. I'm just gonna destroy them all. Bin obs, go in the bin. Oh! Losing the will to live. I'd rather it kept giving me the error. At least then I kind of understand what it was complaining about. No, I have no idea. That's all fine. That's cool and good. It knows if I control click on it. Yeah, that one. Right. I didn't want to do this, but I'm going to have to because sometimes this is what causes the problem. Options. And I have to go down to clear caches. Yes. This will be cleared. Okay, cool. Because sometimes resharper, because it kind of overrides a lot of stuff in Visual Studio. It just gets a bit confused. And then you never know what's going to happen. If resharper's lost the plot, everything's... You may as well just down tools and go home. Right, yes, that's fine. Load the graph. Is it assuming that bit works? I think I'll probably have to do some minor style changes on the... When you press the button, it picks which one's actually selected. Other than that, it should work perfectly fine. Do I want to provide feedback? I hate the little blips on Windows. Bling! Right then. Let's see if it's going to work this time. Literally, this is outside of my control now, I think. There's nothing I can do to convince Visual Studio that it is, unless I just make a new file. Call it something else. Just copy and paste stuff in there. No. I mean, why would you not treat it as a... This is just stupid. Fine. Fine. Fine, you've broken me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go... Oh, one sec. Content. Do not... Oh, that'll be why. I thought it would have done that for me. Stupid thing. Just, I'm gonna complain to somebody. I don't know who. Get me the CEO of JetBrains on the phone. There we go. There we go. Right, okay, let's do full speed. Look how fast that's going. There we go. That's what we want. I don't know why it's not ending now. Maybe. I don't know why it's not ending, but that is progress. Now, if I go back over to game slide, whatever it's called, game speed. Let's check. There's going to be an active thing on here somewhere. It knows that that's selecting it, whereas it doesn't do that by default. Let's go to the, there's a style thing up here which mentions the outlines. Active. Is active. Is active. That's what we want. No, I'm going to have to do it in here, unfortunately. If it's the same as this, oh, but it's active. Otherwise, nothing. And I'm probably going to need to put that in a little bubble thing. Yeah, that's the technical term, that a little bubble thing. Active, otherwise nothing. That seems cool and good. Right, so is it default? If it's the default one, fine. No. Again, blown up. I should probably look and see if if Rider is supporting WASMs now. Because if it is, I'll probably just switch over to that, because this is just infuriating, to say the least. Don't know why that. Oops. Don't know why that one's there. Or that. Don't need that. Oh, actually, yes, I did need that. Did need that. And I do need that there, and I don't need that there. Four times. Yeah, seems legit, right? Now I've got to work out why the game didn't stop. Let's see with the next mystery. Go 4 times. The 1. Maybe we should make it its success is active. And what I'm thinking here is maybe if I just do just to make it a bit nicer. And I'm gonna need to pass in this bit here. Actually get class 8 fine. Speed. Speed required. Oh no, speed match. Speed match. There we go. Let's just go return that. And I basically turn these into two times. So it looks a bit more readable now, and we can alter them down the bottom if we want to change how they behave. Default. There we go. Alright, so jump back over to in-game. Why is it not ending? If it's loaded, cool. Do all that. Player is 1. Otherwise, when did player win? Oh, wait. No, I can't do that. Let me quickly go back in time. Again, if this was Rider, actually, does Resharper give me this functionality now? No. Rider does give me this functionality, and Rider is amazing. Right, web, pages, in-game razor. Okay, let me look at what it was before. Resolve game, yeah, that's one that we needed. Resolve game. Can you just give me the file view? No. No, okay, I'm just gonna have to rewrite it. Not the end of the world. Yes, that was 1 round concluded. Let's create a method. And we'll keep that one as game resolved. So round concluded is going to be this one. That's fine. That's going to be that one. This one here is going to be that one. And that's actually going to be last player. Good player win. Long one. No, that is right. Oh my god, I'm losing the plot. Good player win equals dot. Good player win. On game result. Actually, it should be on level resolve. Let's call that level complete. Well, level ended event. On level ended event. On level ended. That sounds more sensible. Right, there we go. And where's this game resolved? Then check round execution. Yeah, so that's right. That all seems legit. If I stop that, run that now, we should be able to finish the game in lightning speed. And then we can basically make new levels then, I think. And get back onto the fun stuff. Force times. Go, 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 go. Right, back to my menu. Back here. Why is that not changing though? That's so stupid. Because it's got the code there to do all of this. I should be able to just change levels on a whim. But I have to fix that before I commit it. So why? Why would that be the case? Oh, actually, do I need that anymore? No, I don't. I don't need that anymore. Oh, yeah, I haven't put in, I haven't updated this. Oh, I'll update that, I think, after this. That'll be another task to update this to Systems RX, because I don't need this update system anymore. That can go in the bin. Because I get that for free out of Systems RX now, which is what ECS RX is now built on. Well, let me check the Discord. No. Right. Show me come in here. Gonna go in and say, right. Do all that. You know what? I'm gonna give it a second. Second before it goes as loaded through. Four times, go. Ah, right, okay, so that doesn't matter at all. The delay is not changing a thing. So I don't even need that. Don't even need this as loaded check, because that's gubbins. Which is quite good, because I didn't really want that check there. But I thought it served the purpose. But the world units are not getting reset. Why would that be, though? mean, the systems are still there. Systems are still running. Publish that. I mean, the only other thing I can think of is having a system which basically keeps monitoring going as the grid and the unit checked, which we might have to do anyway. I didn't really want to have to do that. I mean, I could always merge these. I could just make a load level system. And then just be like, levels loaded. Because this stuff here, I mean, the system doesn't actually have to be the arbiter of the logic. The logic can go elsewhere. I could just have a level builder, which takes a grid builder and a unit builder and does all the stuff. It's just that might actually be a better option. Yeah, let's go with that. I like that idea. Let's change this one here to level setup system. Setup level? Setup level. No, level setup system. Right, that's fine. We'll get rid of the grid system. We don't need that. We'll bung that into the other one. We've got this. At the moment, they're just methods on there, but we will end up. Yeah, we'll end up moving this around, I think, into other stuff. So yeah, and world grid equals setup grid. Everyone's happy. Then I don't need this grid setup because that doesn't really do anything apart from just set up the grid. One less system to manage. Yes. And at the end of here, we can just raise an event. We've got the event system, so event system dot publish level loaded. No, don't want to create the class there. Actually, it's more. So I'm kind of expressing two different things here, and I'm basically specifying the notion of an action and an event. So I think I should probably. Well, let's go down that rabbit hole later. Let's change this to request level load. And the other one will be. That literally doesn't need to have anybody. That's fine. Move back to the other one. Fine, that'll launch that. Complaining. Oh yeah, because I need a new one. That seems fine. Cool and good. So if I go back to the in-game raise a bit now, we'll add another subscription on here. Level loaded. We'll probably put. I'm just rearranging these because really, if you think of how it's going to go, it's going to right. Load the level. I've done the rounds. I've level ended it. So on level loaded. I mean, really, on level loaded, it's just going to be the same as this one. It's just going to do a state change, I think. Level load event. So, I've only just briefly touched on this, and this is kind of the distinction between. So, an event generally is something's happened, but an action is more, I want something to happen. I mean, they're both, under the hood, they're both events, but one's kind of signaling, make something happen. One's something's happened, please react to it. And while this action is still ultimately an event that needs to be reacted to, we kind of treat them slightly differently from a design perspective because they're seen as kind of remote computation requests. Well, I mean, it is basically a class, but the main point is that the game bit's separated from the web. That's the big brain time there. Did you see my message on the PR that you sent? It makes sense to use that attribute if possible. And I waffled on about the attribute bit. But if you're happy enough to do the work on that, you do that and PR it, and I'll accept it. If not, I'll put your PR into a branch, do the work on the branch, and then think it myself. Yes, that seems right. No, I don't. What have I messed up? Oh, yeah, I don't need that anymore. And also, it's worth mentioning, in an ideal world, if I was in Unity or whatever, I wouldn't need to explicitly bind these, because I could just use a conventional handler thing to do it all. I mean, saying that, I could potentially use the convention handler here. I just need to... Oh, no, because the systems are elsewhere. Saying that, the application could... Yeah, there's nothing stopping this, actually. That could live in the... Oh, no, because it needs to be a Blazor ECS RX application. But that, even that can go somewhere else. Oh, but that's going to add the dependency on dry IOC there. I don't know. I'll come back to that, but potentially that could be moved up. And then you get these bindings for free. Yeah, don't worry about it. There's no rush in it. But you raised a very valid point, which I didn't think about with the collection affinities. Whereas hopefully now, when this goes through, it'll do the silly thing. It'll go back to the main menu, and... Yeah, go to that. 4 speed. Everybody's dead. Back to the main menu. Start game. Oh, why? Why? Because I know full well it's actually going to be running that. Because all the subs are added to this thing as well. When it disposes that, it should be disposing all of the bits. Oh, and it implements are disposable. So even if it popped up for a second just with the other unit. Yeah, well, I say, don't worry about it, no rush. And I mean, if you don't want to do that, don't worry about it. Just, if you can, change your PR to a branch, and I'll go off and do the rest of the work on the branch. But I don't think anybody's going to be losing any sleep over it anytime soon. Oh, we stop application there. Oh, no, we don't want that. Cancel. That'll be what's happening. No, we don't want that. Because now the application's governing everything. That'll make sense, yes. Because the system was all just in this one page before now, whereas it's not anymore. It lives, the application lives across the whole app. So let's speed that up. And there we go. And then the same thing happens again. Just forever and ever, just dying constantly. And the combat logs don't show anything, so we may as well get rid of that now, because I don't really need that. I mean, I can leave it there somewhere. Maybe I'll fix that quickly as well. That shouldn't be too long. Right, so unit has attached. So that would be on the round concluded event. Because it's not raising a unit attack event anymore. Is this still a unit attack event? I assume it's raising a unit attack event somewhere. Yeah. So yeah, that was just a silly on my part there. Well, I mean, don't feel you have to. I mean, you've come up with the idea. I'm happy enough to do it myself. It's just ideally I'd want to do it on a branch rather than the main. But I'll leave it to you. Just respond in there with whatever your thoughts are, and I'll say, there we go. See, look at that. And back again. Okay. We've got that reproducible. That's fine. I think that's a good place to leave it now. I'm gonna go get some lunch, and I'll probably come back and do some more. Right. So in here we have done. And what else did we do? Oh, game speed. What Where's the Unleashing Institute? So 19, 19, and there's one about a main menu. Oh yeah, a basic front screen menu, 16. And push. Right, so 16 done. Closed. And condition again speed. No. Oh, there we go. Oh, I've not added pause though. Oh. Not added pause. I'm a lying sack of shit. How can I manage pause? Oh, you know, that's fine. I've figured out how to do pause. All we need to do is into game speed. We do that, and then I'm slightly worried that that's well, I'm not gonna be dividing it anyway, so that's fine. And execution system. Actually, trust that's gonna be fine anyway, because it's never gonna take a round then, because it's gonna just never get a trigger anything. That's actually okay. I was thinking that I'd just check if it was 0 and then just not do anything. I just need to quickly update the speed component. Game speed. And is there a pause button in here? Left pause. Yeah. FA pause. Pause. That seems cool and good. Let's verify that, and then I'll push that up, and then I'll go get a sandwich or something. Pause speed, pause. Whoa, look at that. Whoa, that did not do what I expected. Oh, yeah, because it's got the opposite effect. Yeah, so I'm going to need to do the if check, which is perfectly fine. That's what I originally thought I'd need to do. The if configuration game speed equals 0, return. So you see, if there's no game speed, just go do one. Full speed, pause. Pause. Pause speed. There we go, yeah, so we can pause. Okay, cool, I'm happy enough with that. Let's push that up. We'll pretend that that was part of the other bit. I mean, see how quick that was? Just like, oh, I'm just going to add a pause functionality and like, poof, done. Right, well, it's been good. I'll be back in about half an hour. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.